Then we are recording.
Us.
All right then. So last session you found out uh, about the big hole that leads down to a shaft of whole I don't know what exactly to call it. This whole trove, not really a trove because it's liquid, but this whole pool or lake of Titan's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And you also explored around this place, finding like the crystals in one corner, the giant creatures in others, and also that the lich was actually still alive, or at least was only partially contained within the canoptic edge until he was released. Soul is elsewhere, somewhere probably deep in the Yuan-Ti Empire. So, you also talked with the other mushroom people about the religious stuff and how they are generally afraid now of the fact that liches come back, and some of them have gone through a crisis of faith, but they have now elected a new sort of pope creature that has helped to calm down the has helped to calm down all of the mushrooms, properly follow teaching.
Mm. Mm.
So I see that you are now already gathering to delve. Am I correct in assuming that?
Also, Assel came
Oh
and
yes, also
wanted to
Atel came
explore.
and talked to just wanted to speak to. Well, he wanted to do something, but you managed to find him, spot him before he was able to do that.
We also destroyed the teleportation circles in the Lich Catacomb.
Mhm.
Catacomb.
So it's going to take him a while longer to
Hopefully.
find his.
So,
Uh,
whom of us can watch in the dark? Can look in the dark?
Oh, all right, you're awake. Uh, why is that relevant?
Because the hole is pretty dark. I can't. As a
Um,
skeleton, I could, but now I have my eyes back
hmm.
and have
Isn't it
limited eyesight like a human again.
what we just make light?
Yeah, if you can, I can't.
No, me neither.
Except for raging spirit the shit out of the hole. Do we
Now
have
that everyone is awake and the time to think about whether we have dark vision or not. Also, Atel is sitting outside of the tiny hut, waiting for this contract that I've signed up. Of course, I'd like all of you to agree to the contract first, so have a read.
no? Okay.
Oh, it reads, um, ex- uh, uh, temporary exploration contract.
Mhm.
The statements are that Atel is allowed to come along under our supervision and command, to a certain degree, command, as we will excavate as far as we like and exit as soon as we want, and she will have to come along. She is not allowed to lay claim on any treasures, but she is to be expected to get a share after the exploration is done. She's not to harm any of us and not use her mind powers to pry into our minds. No curses, no death wishes, no backstabbing, and a peaceful goodbye afterwards with a meeting set up for reflection of contract and further involvement in business. So
Yeah.
that the last one, Clouter means that even after this exploration, she needs to keep the non-aggression pact towards all our goals, which I've explained to her, and that meeting will then decide how we will progress with her. She
Yeah,
seems more reasonable than the Lich, and to be honest, more reasonable than any of you, to be sure, and sign this contract.
well, yeah, the contract is good, I guess.
What happens if she breaks it?
Actually, if she breaks it, she loses all her account and residence in here. She resigns her properties to me.
Wait, to you?
Uh-huh.
Why not to us?
Oh, then I will, of course, use it as best interest of the group. Because you never signed a contract letter, so. Because I did the work. But of course, if I don't need this shit, you can have it. But I think first of all, the mushrooms should get it back.
Crystal has taken the form outside. Strange little, almost reptilian, perhaps amphibian creature that is morphing its skin to match the outside of to match the walls of this place. It's almost like a sort of certain test of its capacity to camouflage. But in the middle of this experimentation, notices movement within the
Does Justin still make her out?
Yes.
Nice. So I poke my head out at her camouflaged form, look directly into her eyes, and say, "All right. But to sign, you need to be your one of your most humanoid forms again, all right? Or at least something that is eloquent enough for at least holding this coal pen."
This is humanoid. Oh,
Oh, sorry, I could see your eyes, but not the rest. Pretty good camouflage. Oh, did I disconnect?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. So, would you mind signing here?
my purpose in approaching you was to explore this specific area. Go to wherever place you are choosing to go to. Voice also becomes slightly more feminine,
Oh, süß.
still carrying this strange, almost uncanny deepness.
So you're saying you are signing?
The terms are not agreeable, will not be under your command, even if the command is harsh, will not be ordered. Fine.
Well, we can just I knew, haha, I knew you were going there. So how about we cross out this commanding stuff and only put in the emergency leaving, which you will have to come along with, and the part where you don't just head in front of us, but stay with the group.
Why? I do not understand the point of the leave. Explain to me this point.
Hmm. Well, it's either that or you're not coming along.
You just stand your ground. I'm mumbling while I'm eating.
You are willing to break our arrangement over this little thing?
Well, for the arrangement to exist, which you have verbally, in some sense, already said yes to. It's what I explained to you. I wasted an hour on that. Come on. For this to be valid, you need to sign it. It's just us talking about it before. So we are still talking about it. This is why I was able to cross the terms,
Understand your signing thing, not on this, not on the specific point that we are then to you agree then that you will also not stand in the way of my goals as per the pact?
What are your goals again?
Implicit, does it?
I feel like the last time we talked about your goals, there already was some conflict.
Between no conflict.
Well, then tell me, what is it you want?
Knowledge.
1, 2% is know that my I need they be explicit.
The beatless what?
Why need they be explicit?
Oh, dude, you're breaking up for me.
Me too.
Me too.
Unfortunately.
Let me try a different setup.
It's much
It's
louder.
much louder as well.
Oh, but
All
now
right.
back again.
Okay. Let me see now. Is this better?
Well, we'll try.
Still, right?
But, I mean, now there's some echo.
Yeah, I can try to quickly tune down that echo.
Dude, you're also on the list of the people who we need to send headsets to.
Mhm.
Perhaps. All right. Okay. Perhaps this is going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Sounds better so far.
Okay. All right. So she says, you know this. You know that I want to ascend to create the perfect being. You will
Mm,
not stand in my way in this attempt, then.
that
And I
is
will not stand in the way of yours.
that is to see what lies beyond your ascent. What lies beyond your ascent, Atul? And I will focus my senses on her. I want to find out how far she is in her ascension. So detect magic, and you tell me what to roll. Perception,
Okay.
investigation, insight.
Roll an investigation check.
4.
Okay, alright. Your detect magic still allows you to see that this creature. Oh, is that Ryza?
Miro is here.
Hey, what a nice surprise!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello guys. It's been so
Hi.
long.
Yes.
It's been more than a month.
That's fine. How are you?
I'm alright. I've finally, adjusted a bit
Mm. Mm.
and all that.
You're loving being a mama?
Yeah, must be a crazy time for you.
If they're not crying, yes. If they're crying, I'm like pulling my hair. What's wrong with you? Give you
Oh,
everything.
here's the secret, Riza. That's the only way they can. It's the only way for them to communicate.
I know.
Thanks, David. I think we didn't know that.
Sometimes it needs a reminder though. Like, come on. It's the only way.
That's the only. Yeah, they have happy screams and crying. They have bad crying, very bad, hungry crying, attention crying, sleepy crying. Of course, that's all that it is.
Attention
And
crying.
what you
And
do
I'm
with
like,
people that are crying, you can't help them. You're just there for them. You try to meet their needs.
God, pulling my hair out. Why are you pulling your hair out?
Kids are making one crazy. I know that one too. They do it in the wrong moments. They don't give you any time. They fuck on your
Oh,
feelings, your needs.
so one day, sleep 30 minutes for the whole night. Then back to the next day.
Man,
You don't need sleep. I mean, come on.
you were a nurse before. Some of that is
Yeah,
true.
thinking like this. Maybe this is why I became a nurse. This is maybe the night shifts are training for this one.
Yeah.
Right? You've been
They've all
training for
been
this for
preparing you
years.
for this moment.
Yes, that's it. The reason why I became a nurse so that it can be easier when I finally have a kid. It's
Oh,
not easy, by the way. It's not easier. Scratch that.
what's mom in Korean? I need to change my game.
Cringe.
Be prepared. I'm going to find out soon.
Ugh, cringe.
So you missed a lot. We killed the Lich.
You did. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Surprised
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Turns out the vampires are some weak ass motherfuckers. Like like morally. They just up and left as soon as the fight got serious.
Really? Really?
They tried to throw Oroba in front of them, ran into dead ends, complaining, trying to teleport away, not teleporting away because we didn't go, so they were scared to go alone.
What? But I thought they were OP though.
They
Yeah,
are OP, but
that's
just not
that's why
mentally.
that's why they were behaving like that. That's how they compensated. Totally freaked out on us. So
So
the religion has become kind of a problem with all of us meddling with it.
I think we
Well,
can
you're making it
still.
interesting. That's what I'm taking out of it.
I just think we're not decisive enough with them. Like we're just trying to make it up on the spot, but we have to have some plan actually
Yeah,
before they descend into chaos.
maybe
descending into
leave
chaos.
them
I didn't catch that.
Leave them.
leave them with some hierarchy or something. Don't know. So we need to figure this out. And Atul came by to explore the tomb of the Lich to ascend into a higher form of being. And we found a lake of some power source, Titan blood called, underneath the layer. But the Lich, of course, escaped into his phylactery.
Ah,
And yeah,
we need
so far.
to find it. We don't have an idea where to find.
Really. He is somewhere in the UNT kingdom.
Yeah, there were some visions and flashes of the Yuan-Tis, a village of some sort, maybe where he originated from, like centuries ago.
Probably.
Maybe we'll really well and we'll go to the village. Maybe.
Maybe. And we destroyed the teleportation circle here, so he will fly or whatever to get here.
Yeah.
You know.
If he has some of these means.
You might not necessarily want revenge, right? While you were here.
Yeah, especially if we let Atul in, because I think then this place will be changed.
Mhm.
But I can. Maybe he wants it back because there's this power source here. Could be like important for him, I guess.
Yeah, we definitely need to harvest it first.
Is it magical? Is it
Mm-hmm.
I mean like can make weapons kinds of power source? Can make what kind of power source?
We have a orb that is kind of like a battery filled with some of this treated and definitely gone through processes Titan blood. And it will basically, if you use it, allow a spell to ascend to the 10th level. But we could also wield it into powering a weapon's spell effects or an armor's or something.
Mm.
Shields.
Or other
Definitely a
machines,
good one.
maybe.
We definitely need to have that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
maybe we put it in the middle of your shield because it's an orb. It's kind of a defensive thing, and
Can work.
it's obsidian, I
So
think. So I don't think I can replicate it.
as long as it doesn't change shield.
Well, we
No,
don't
Because
know.
Shield is a good boy now. He's not gonna change.
yeah, I don't want shield is a good toy now. I don't want to go back to the evil shield.
Yeah, it seemed to be a neutral power with a red hue. So it would
Okay, that's
it's
good.
just basically a battery. And the Lich used it maybe to power the layer or power his spells or copies of his. Meh. Well,
We'll see. We'll decide when it comes to it. We don't have it yet anyway.
yeah. Right. And when you came, Atle was about to tell me what her intentions are beyond Ascension.
Okay, all right. So Athel says ascension is good for ascension's sake. Would you not want to be the perfect version of yourself, the perfect version that you can be? What more
And
is there to desire after one has achieved something like this?
well, in that case, we could banish you right now into a beautiful plane where you're all on your own and the most powerful living thing there. Do you want that?
But that is not the most powerful that I can be.
Well, no, it would be an
Desire
illusion.
to be the most powerful. I desire to be the perfect being that I can be.
So that
You
you
have
can.
already specimens with you that have achieved the form of this ascension, this reptile plant. It's most fascinating.
Justin glares at Attel as if intruding on something that is of his interest. Yeah, no. Very glad to have her as our companion. So what exactly will help you do that? Because this source of power that Occult used, I already have plans for that.
Care not for that, but I do want to study his creation, what he has done with those things that he has changed, things that he was able to create.
Yeah, he was able to create a lot of different fungi, skeleton fusion creatures.
Is that
I
not
guess-
fascinating in itself?
I look at Klaatu, is it?
I could also imagine he used some of the corpses to build this place because this is kind of organic, as it looks like. So
Yeah, it was trying to pull things in. So if all your interest is curiosity, fine, but it will have to be limited to whatever our eyes as a group can see as well.
But you cannot see what I can see.
Yeah, so you will have to communicate. It's going to be a win-win, and trust me, you can't sense what we can sense.
It's not, but I have achieved powers beyond what you can understand. I saw you communicating with the dead one, with the ones that are contained by you within this sword. Quite an interesting thing you have here. I wonder if your friends know the true extent of its connection with you.
I'm
We
not
share.
myself. Well, we have a pretty good jizz about it. Pretty good guess.
Do you now? And you still
Oh.
choose to trust him after that?
Well,
That is curious.
we're kind of friends. And I had my problems too, and they stand by me. So I guess we accept each other for our problems and what we have and try to make the best out of it. We are all pretty weird.
That surprised you, Atl?
But you are still with the mentality of one that does not ascend, or one that has not sought ascension. You see, nothing is the same forever. To be valued for what one is meaningless when one aspires to be so much more.
Different perspective, different path, same goal. I'm pretty sure, Atl, that it will take you a long time to understand my perspective, as I refuse to understand yours, or at least take yours.
There's a lot more to being more than just being powerful.
Yeah,
Seek
as
power.
well, it seems like you don't have any more aspirations than that, which is very worrying. It's
I
not
cannot
to
speak
help you
just for
gain
power.
something.
You have helped me gain understanding of the natures, your natures that you cannot change, natures that you wish still. You are fast.
So are you.
And actually, what Justin says is kind of right. It's good to have a second foot to stand on. Like for my example, I wouldn't want to be the best of myself, of course, but also I just want to have love in my life. And to have that as in the second plan is pretty neat and gives me more stability in my personal character, I guess. It's good to have that. You should find something for you, just for you. Otherwise, than being the best version of yourself and getting ascended.
Ascension requires the giving up everything, the giving up one's all, one self even to that goal. For you to suggest that I yield that for some sort of contentment is nonsense, meaning.
Well, you're talking to someone who gave away immortality.
True.
You gave up a higher form of being for
Well, I find
what I
other
have
means.
gathered to be merely sexual pleasures. You have done the opposite.
Well, it's
No,
weird.
we cannot friend. Do not friends some with a creature such as yourself.
Hmm.
But I will accept temporary partnership. That is what I have sought.
So sign here.
Is the contract magically bound?
No.
Okay, all right.
Why would that matter? We're signing with our honor, person, and property, or your property on the line.
Honor is a foreigner's concept, I think. The local one would know otherwise than to use that term.
Take me
Would
for a
he
fool
not?
then.
And he looks at Mist.
I'm sorry, why is he looking at me?
I think he's throwing
Justin,
shade at you.
Justin has said that they would be signing with their honor, not with any magical power. And he said that, well, honor is a foreigner's conception. It does not exist in this world. Would Mist not concur or agree?
There certainly is. I have my own sense of honor. I don't. You may not have one, but I think everyone has their own sense of honor.
Yeah, as my friend says, be surprised and meet the first ones.
I believe that if I would have made pact, that pact ought to have been kept. It seems that you broke yours, did you not? Kind of cocks his head towards you, expectantly, almost dripping at the mouth with a sort of hunger for your answer.
The same kind of hunger stays back at her. Oh, you want me to alter the deal?
The deal need not be altered. But now I am curious about this one. He smells of what he has betrayed.
Da-da-da-da. I move
I will
closer to
sign.
Atul.
I will sign, and you see his hand transform from this almost amphibian frog-like hand to a more human, scaly Yuan-Ti one.
Right.
And he signs, clawing at the paper with his fingers, producing a strange form of ink from his nails.
Sorry. I need you
Oh.
to do that again with my cold pen here. Just retrace it or above.
You have so many spleens, Justin.
Hmm.
How could you live in an environment like this?
Ink is. I just don't like ink and the smell and
Yeah, I get it, I guess. Like freshening books.
on my
Whatever.
He
hands.
looks suspiciously at this pen. He doesn't really know what it is,
It's a cold pen.
and he doesn't know how to handle it.
I'll show it. Like this is how you hold it. All right. Right. Just all right. I take those tentacle like fingers or whatever, place the pen in between, and retrace the thing. I kind of force it to. Can't handle this incompetence.
It's the
11.
wow.
Okay, all right. He accepts that you were doing whatever, and he says then, or she says then, well, then we are friends now.
What? No,
Aligned
never in the
in
contract
our
it said
goals.
friends. Stop right there, Atul. Never said it friends. Temporary exploration companions, and we'll see about the friends along the way.
Like for
Okay.
short, like tech. If you give it a name.
She just says friend, and reveals like a sort of a smile that shows almost like a cannibalistic hunger.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about our new friend.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
speak for the group. I don't want to decide for everyone, but that's the case for me. So, you know what? Looking at me like that, would you mind walking in front of me?
No, you first into the hole.
It's in the
So,
contract.
how do we get down?
Well, I could polymorph us. If we want. Or at least one of us. I don't have rope.
I can see that Ockwheel was kind enough to provide us with some stairs.
What? Do a perception check. There are stairs? We didn't saw that the first time?
Does
You did
Justin
see
see
that
them?
first time. It's more like it's a collection of bones and skeletons that provide this downward path.
All right. Then Justin heads down.
They are damaged. Doesn't look to be too stable.
All right. Can someone cast light?
No, sorry. Light is not my specialty. It's more like darkness, but.
Would you mind pulling out your blade?
At this point, Martinella just says, "Oh, get on with it already!" And she just transforms into a bat and just flies down.
Is she a big bat or a small bat?
Small bat.
David is not good
Go ahead
for
and
you.
I go ahead and pull out my sunblade and light it up and just kind of hold it above me.
You can see that Martino winces at the sight of the sunblade. as if its mere presence kind of bothers him.
Sorry, Martino. You may want to go ahead with Martinella.
I'll go after you.
Okay.
Does my mask give dark vision?
So far, there is nothing to see in the hall beyond just this enormous chasm. There is nothing really below. Only the little steps and stairs that Okwheel must have created in this, in his perhaps an attempt to make it easier for himself. Which one of you goes first?
I'd be in the front where I can see. Does anyone remember if I finished the upgrade on the night goggles with night vision?
Sorry, no, I don't remember.
Pretty sure you.
I think that if you haven't noted it down, then probably.
Be right back.
Yeah, but but it's noted down with 100%. It's just that I don't remember. So I think I did it.
Okay. Well,
Pretty
then,
sure
yeah.
you did because you'd finished mine. So
Yeah, with the gems. With the gems when you. Yeah. Nice. So I put on my mask and now I have dark vision of 30 feet, 60 feet.
Okay. All right. Martinella has basically flown ahead, way ahead of you, and all you can still see is just this. It's impressive to you just how many skeletons, how many bodies needed to be piled up to create these intricate system of stairs, this tunnel that leads downward. There is a point where the noxious gas actually stops, and another odor, smell of blood and iron, become more evident to you, much more dominant in this place.
As Martinella flew by, I whispered, "Don't forget, there's something down there." I hope with her echo she can pick it up. Freaking bet.
You hear this louder and louder growling and grumbling as you go down these stairs. This is more of a ladder, I suppose, than they are proper stairs. From time to time, there are definitely places, skulls placed here for you to put torches on.
Mm-hmm. Are there torches in place already?
There are no torches in place, but the placement of basically it's like the placement of the lower jaw of some of these skulls would make it easy for you for one to place a torch.
Right.
Suddenly, Martinella flies upwards, and almost runs into your face. Make a dexterity saving throw, Jess.
Can I instead make a sleight of hand to try and catch her?
Sure, yes. You have observance, so you wouldn't be able to be surprised.
You should have
23.
It's so hard.
Okay, all right. You catch her. She's flying upwards, and she says, "There's something down there. It's big. It's strong. It's
Fucking
big
hell.
and strong. I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to go and fight it, but it's big and strong."
How come the biggest, baddest motherfucker out of all of us is the first one to make the retreat already? Come on, Martinella. You're big and
warning
strong.
you. I'm just warning you. I'm not
The
retreating.
way you
I'm
were,
just warning you.
you nearly flew at my face. You were looking behind and not in front. Come on, be honest.
It's dark.
No, you have night. Don't fuck with me. You know, I'm not going to tell the others, but we're going to make a slow descent, right? We're going to be quiet. Maybe we surprise the beast and we kill it first.
I don't think so. I think we can try. We can try. Tell your people to be quiet.
There you go. Just sit on my shoulder. I turn
Hands
around
on
and
your
make.
shoulder, but you feel this enormous weight of like as if her great sword was not lessened in weight at least. So it's actually really
Oh.
incredibly heavy to have on
Oh
your
fuck!
shoulder.
I go. Oh fuck no! I go, you're very heavy, even though you're so small. You need to get off. I turn around to the others and make a gesture to be quiet. Like, psh.
You missed.
I'll point at Klaatu.
What, me?
And
You
then,
missed?
psh, I go, psh, and then I point at my head. And then I wave my hands.
Oh no, not this again, really? Okay, give me 10 minutes.
And I nod at him. And I nod at him as he says, not this again, I nod at again.
Leonardo says, I'll play a song of...
Why would you fucking play a song now?
And he starts playing a song.
How stupid is he?
I start ritual casting Inner Circle and get in there also Martino, Martinella, and Attil. And Justin.
You're gonna ritual cast while hanging from a ladder?
No, I'm not down there. I'm not yet. I would ritual cast it on top of in the room. Oh, and Mist and Aurora needs them too because our telepathic bond is gone.
No.
Forgot about it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you well this would only be you would only be able to see this would only happen when you were a bit down into the tunnel, so you would have to be into the tunnel at least a little bit for you then to...
Okay, then I go up again the stairs. Okay, then we have 10 minutes. I go up again. Please follow me.
God damn, everyone go up again.
I won't.
Right. Donado is playing with his harp that has been mended by Klaatu.
King hell, stop playing. I throw some bolts at him, some nuts and bolts.
Says, you're disrupting my song.
You shouldn't be playing when we want to be quiet. Head up.
Martino, can you do me a favor and finish the spell after I'm ready with my teleportation, with my inner circle? I need to mumble a few words before.
I was playing so that we would be quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes no
it's
sense.
Working. I'm feeling much more at ease now.
Do it when we're back up.
Get back up before I explain. If I need to explain to you how bardic magic works.
Fuck. Not another word, or I'll fucking just shove you down.
I go upwards.
I can thunder wave you here. You would plummet there, and I would never see you again, and I would not regret it.
You fucker think your magic works on me?
You up here.
Do not tempt me.
You are very noisy.
He's starting to get like more and more pissed. He starts playing louder, and you can say that, and he says like, another word from you, and I will destroy this hole, and you will fall down to your death.
Incredible.
I am not kidding.
I look for Martinella. Where is she flying?
Martinella has just flown out of the hole.
Justin, just climb.
Martino makes his way out. And over the course of the next 5 minutes, all of you are able to reach the top again. Martinella is basically almost shouting at Martino at this point. Why are you doing this? Why are you making so much noise?
Me? I'm about.
And Martino is shouting back. It's like, this is how I do magic. This is silent step. This is a step of silence. It helps us be stealthy.
It
Not
is
gonna be
so
playing the entire
useful.
time, you idiot.
It is so useful. But you can't play it when we actually already try to be quiet. Does that not make sense to you?
Well, I was making us more quiet.
At the
Why
same
are you
time,
contesting what I'm saying?
because it doesn't make
Why are we
sense.
still whispering?
You're not making sense.
I think the music makes us quiet. As in,
Yes. See,
thing-
this person gets it.
creatures other than us can't hear us, but we can still hear the music.
Athel is just on the corner over here, just like with his like rubbing his forehead like pack of fools.
I feel the same.
God damn it.
Yeah. I'm right there with him. Her, him, whatever.
It.
Going to be a tough group.
Oh, can anyone watch out for Miru?
I'll go get her. And I go and find some mushrooms. Tell them to bring Miru.
She should be here by the time Klaatu's finished casting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she'll be here. She'll be here by the time that you get back.
All right.
Again, Athel looks at Miru with an expression of a curiosity, but at the same time as hunger.
See.
Yeah, with a kiss.
Yeah. So on our way to Atul and the group, I tell Miru this Atul has a special interest in you because you have merged yourself with parts of Uxophon's garden and become like this. So don't be surprised if she looks at you like she wants to eat you up, alright?
If I remember correctly, is this creature the one that Miro felt when she first came in this place?
Yes.
With the many
Oh.
faces.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. Miro's like, well, as long as she that doesn't eat me. I mean, you can observe me. I mean, I am quite a mix of different things.
No. You'll just be
She
fine, don't
says,
worry.
eating you would be such a waste.
That's right. That's right. I mean, we can talk about what makes me different and what makes you different. You look interesting too.
Indeed.
I mean, like your hands. It looks like I think I saw that one. It's like a frog, right? It helps you swim. My tail helps me swim.
You are fascinating. You could hear almost the force. It's not exactly force, but the laughter of one that's kind of has a crush on you. So it's not exactly a forced laughter, but it
Like a
There's
giggle?
something that doesn't really make sense with the way that
Like a giggle, is he putting his
she laughs.
is he putting away a hair over its over its ears or something?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're traveling with them, right? We're traveling, right? And she's looking at everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess we'll know each other. Like it looks like we're going somewhere. We need to be quiet, but we can talk about it later. Like, what, I mean, how you work and how this work. It's very interesting. I've got three things mixed with me.
When you say like we'll get to know more about each other, responds with still kind of like a creepy, jagged teeth smile of I can't wait.
Wow.
With like bad intentions, does Miro feel like it's
Eileen, oh,
hostile extension? Does she feel like a hostile expression from it?
It's not entirely hostile, but it's not entirely not hostile.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. She moves away, but not making it too up.
Okay. Klaatu finishes his inner circle. The vampires immediately just occupy the entire inner circle with them just shouting at each other.
oh, please, we can hear it all.
Oh, come on, come down.
This is a judge-free place.
What's done is done.
We have to be kind to each other in this mind palace of ours.
Are they
Please. Otherwise, you get kicked out.
Fine, fine, fine.
Thanks.
I'll be quiet.
I'd appreciate that. You can fight outside, but not now.
Believe
We have
me.
to do this now.
You know,
Okay,
believe me,
Martino.
with this idiot, we will have to fight outside.
Please, Martino, finish your song that we are more silent. No, I don't need to speak anymore.
Martino finishes his song, casting upon you all the. Forgot the spell.
Plus 10, right?
Yeah, the plus 10
Yeah.
stealth spell.
Pass without trace.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm assuming you want us to do stealth checks?
Okay. So, you go back down into the hole. Make stealth check, Justin, as you are the first one.
Ooh,
almost not 20?
29.
Okay, right. Second one, missed. Make a stealth check.
$17.
17. You hear still this. You hear this growling. It's moving closer, and as you are, or rather, you are moving closer to it. As you are moving, you feel as if the growling is almost like a rumbling of the earth itself. Whatever it is that this creature that is growling, it is enormous inside.
By enormous, are we talking T-Rex or bigger?
probably bigger.
Ooh.
Purple
Oh
worm?
no, Miro, don't.
You can make a survival check. Actually, Miru, make a survival check. Miru would be more the one into all survivals.
Yeah, and we are linked and sharing thoughts.
12.
Okay.
Can I make that with advantage because I have hearing advantage if I can decide
Oh,
if
that's
it's
true. Okay, yes. So you would hear it. The creature is like the size would be it would be comparable to the size of a kraken.
Oh,
It's
Oh, crap.
Miro's like Miro's like talking really fast on the telepathy thingy. It's like okay, it's really big, like really. You know when we were in the ship and we got because we were hit by something. It's that big, that big.
holy shit. What? Okay.
Even if I go bigger, I'm still not gonna be that big.
But it seems to be asleep to some extent.
Really. Yeah, she explains that also. I mean, I know it's snoring right now, but at the same time, it's still big. We can try to hit it.
Unless Oquil tamed it, he probably snuck down here as well and just rested. That's why he only had so little.
Do I hear any chains, any rope sound, anything?
No. There is no sound besides this flushing of the underwater lake and the low grumbling of its breathing.
Okay. I pass that to the group also. The information.
So it is free.
I mean, this is our chance, right? If we're gonna pick something that big, this is our chance, right? When it's sleeping.
Maybe only the stealthiest of us should go.
Ears down.
Grab all the vials, and then come back up again.
Yeah.
Atul, what is your suggestion?
You can't find Atul.
Oh no.
Okay.
Did she dodge my passive perception?
What is your passive perception?
25.
Yes.
Oh,
damn.
Hey, but he's part of the circle, right? She that.
Yes.
He
left the
still linked.
Where did
so
they go?
wait, was he part of the circle or not?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
What's happened?
Okay. Atul will say fascinating to study. Imagine going down there. What can be learned?
It's something, right? They're stealthing, right?
So you want to kill the beast, Atul?
Certainly want to investigate it.
I mean, we can try talking to it. They might be surprisingly friendly.
Most gods are intelligent. If it's of the size that you suggest, probably it is a god.
Well, then we can talk.
If we want to
does it
fight it,
look?
that will be the perfect time when it's sleeping. I mean, I've never beaten anything that big before. I mean, I tried with the kraken.
Can you see it? What is it?
And no, I can't. But I can hear. I can hear. I can hear it, and it reminds me of the kraken. It's like a booming sound. You know, every breath it makes, it's like a booming sound in my ears.
You look down, And now there is, as you go down, there is now more light to be seen inside of the tunnel. It's not clear where exactly the light is coming from, but there is more light here. There is a whole construction system of these little rafts and wood, all of this created with wood and bones, all made probably by Okuil himself.
Oh, he will get back here. Definitely.
The creature, whatever it is, sleeps in the middle of the lake itself, occupying the grand majority of it. You can see this darkness beneath the surface.
Does
Can I
Justin
do-
see anything that looks like a contraption to pull liquid from the lake?
There are no, not in that way. Not in that way. There are definitely places where one can harvest from the lake directly, and there are some old buildings, these old buildings resembling what seems to be some sort of forge, some sort of magical forge.
Which are good.
Do I see Atto now?
Still no. Atul has Atul. What you can see is when Atul says, "Here, come here," and Atul's eyes are in this. You can see only her eyes shining brightly in the middle of this lake. Again, there is a definite hunger.
I'm
Look
not
at
going to
all
go
the
there.
magic.
Yeah, Justin is already taking out vials and filling them up.
We're
The
sitting
water,
inside on the mud,
Miru,
making sure
the water seems to be restless. As Justin touches some, you hear the sound of something from within the lake. It does seem to be some sort of beast or great monstrosity. It says, "Who comes into my lair?"
Oh, shit.
on it. I'm supposed to answer.
Is
Well,
it who?
how many vials did I fill up by now?
Make a sleight of hand check.
24.
T4. Okay, that
That's good.
means that's 4.
4
4 vials.
vials. Of course, I used the 1 liter once. No.
I mean, you could have asked Mir to help, but I guess that's too late now. She would happily help you fill up the vials.
Well, most importantly, we have
It
some.
seems to be a head pops out of the water,
Ugh.
Ooh,
formed
undead?
out of bones and flesh.
Oh,
It
undead.
is living. It's not undead.
Oh,
Just looks horrible.
and it's
Uh,
huge, right? Head is huge.
Only this head. It's not actually that big. It is. I mean, the whole thing is like a head the size of Justin, so it's pretty big. I mean, it also has part of what do you call it? Part of its neck that pops out of the water.
So Mir hasn't seen the whole thing, but
and we're discovered, I think, right?
You think to sneak in and steal My prize?
Well, we are but humble visitors.
Humble.
Coming here.
This is what you are.
Well, wouldn't you?
Smelling of Yuan-Ti blood. I see your intentions.
Smelling of Yuan-Ti blood. None of us is Yuan-Ti, and actually we're waging a long con war against the Yuan-Ti. So I'm sorry, I took that as an insult, because that's a personal reason. Yet, I do apologize for the intrusion. We did not know, or at least we did not know who to expect exactly. As the former master from above promised us a powerful source.
Did care, so leave this place whilst I allow you to.
Would you not be willing to converse first?
What is there to converse?
If this hole has ever been a bother of you, for you, and the presence of the Lich Ockhield, for example.
Oakwheel and I shared the partnership. But more correct would be to say that I was his patron.
Wait. Okay, don't say anything.
Yeah, so now he has not occupied this place at the moment, so we would be able to close up the hole if you like.
No. I cannot trust you to follow on your word. You smell of tainted blood and lie.
Both are true, probably. So then, if conversation failed, we will then take our leave.
Perhaps I will take the time to eat you.
You said I was lying? As Justin starts to move away from the wooden bridge. I'm going to try to where Miro is.
Body, the whole lake seems to lift itself upwards, and you see this enormous creature. Seeing this enormous creature bursting out
Holy
of the
shit.
water.
Fighting, right?
Woohoo!
Hydra. Hair, Hydra.
It is a Hydra, yes.
Hair, Hydra. Okay, we're fighting, right? We're fighting, right?
Are we fighting it in this Titan blood layer?
Oh, where's Atto, by the way? I think while they were talking, Miro was keeping an eye.
I mean, we're going to fall in the water, sink, drown. But we have the vampires.
Martino says, please wait, let me talk to it. Maybe I can convince it to not fight us.
Go
That's a
ahead.
good idea. You can talk. Do it. I trust in you. I can help you. I can talk good.
Martino approaches, says, "O humble god of this place, there is no need for you to eat us, all of us."
Everyone just starts looking at him like.
We would barely make a meal for you. But we have here creatures of great power that have come from all the way outside of your realm. And you can kind of hear Klaatu messages in your head like, Klaatu, get out of here. The
Okay.
rest of them are not gonna make it, but the 3 of us will.
Everyone hears that?
Well, you hear a message in Klatu's head. He has cast message
Okay.
whilst he is doing this. It's up to Klatu if he wants to share that.
I think it would be more damage. I just respond, no, we go all. I can teleport us. We just need to get closer to me. And in my head, I say in the inner circle, come closer to me. When shit gets worse, I teleport us. Gather around me.
He
Right.
says, "So, you see, we have all of these visitors from these ancient lands, and they would like to. We have only come in error, and we may offer you. What if we offer you one of us?"
What? No. What he means is one of our services, of course. If you have
of
a wish, it must be lonely here. Shut up, Martino. We don't sacrifice our people. If you have any question or anything beyond your biggest realm, perhaps we can answer.
A clump of its heads starts approaching, moving in quickly, like snapping in your direction. And
Trying to eat it.
right next to Mist, Klaatu, and Justin, this little horde of heads
Ooh.
says, "What can you offer us but your flesh? Tasty, delicious flesh."
Well, we could offer you even more flesh than you can imagine.
Ah.
Of course, we'd had to make a deal, but
Oh yeah, flesh comes at a price.
That was what the liar Ockwheel pretended to give me. More flesh, but he only gave me rotten mushrooms, not even worthy as an appetite. But you carry a lot of flesh with you.
Yeah.
We could offer UNT at some point. A whole lot of them.
In the mind link, Justin goes, what if we get the mushroom people to get some of the organic stuff that just walks in here already dead, but at least walking with a mushroom to be dropped off in this hole?
we'd have to get something out of it, though.
And
think-
we need the way cleared of the poisonous smoke.
If he thinks we are already a lot, like, we have some leverage, maybe.
Of
Alright.
course, there are some of you that are a bit too small.
Whew.
But you could always serve as playthings for the heads. Ah, what delicious fun we could have together.
Don't see it.
Well, if you
So, what exactly are you saying to it?
we are in the war against UNT, and if you want to, you can participate in that and get all the flesh you like.
UNTs have their gods. We respect each other. You would need to offer me more than just you want. Would you offer me all of them?
I look at the others, my mind like, well, there are some good ones, right?
Don't know about any.
Oh, right. There you
Good what?
want these. I mean, this girl wants all of the UNTs. But are there good UNTs? You don't want to sacrifice good UNTs, right?
I've never met one.
Also, they're all bad. So yeah, think it's okay.
Well, it'll be nearly impossible to get all of them in a condition that'll satisfy you here. So, would you be able to come?
You deceive us. You only want me to get out of this pool so you can invade it. Is that not why you are here?
No, we would be with you
Pry
when we
us
invade.
away from this place?
Of course not.
Actually, no.
Oh.
We genuinely wanted just to clear the place of Orkul, but your former student, sorry about that.
Power. You want our power. I have lived for millennia. I have seen your greed essence. I see the thirst in the eyes of your friends, the
Social
eyes
battle.
of your allies.
Yeah,
And Martinella is literally licking her lips, not really trying to hide it.
Like greed to eat. He wants to eat the Hydra. She wants to eat it. Just
And you
making
see
sure.
her in the mind link saying, like, do you think we can take her? Because I think this would be like, imagine the meat. Imagine eating.
It's pretty big. I don't know.
This
Does
will be a
Jasper
harder
know?
fight than the last one, and there she ran away already.
I did not run away. I did not run away. I was looking for an exit.
Yeah.
Tactical running away. Looking for it.
So we know it's a Hydra, but do we have an estimate if we can take her? Are you alright, Jeff?
Yeah, you okay, Jack?
Oh crap! I'm sorry. I meant to hit the mute button. I'm sorry.
It's
No, it's
alright.
okay. We're just worried about you.
Oh yeah, I've got a cold.
The
Oh,
Hydra, this
sucks.
Hydra is carrying at least 50 heads at the moment.
Oh my god.
50 heads?
Yes.
Well, hey, Hydra means 8 though. Come on.
What? When?
GM, you can cheat that.
But do I get the god vibes?
God.
Like comparing her to the queen of the forest, the spider queen?
Or the Queen.
Yes. This is probably even more powerful than the Queen of the Forest.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
crap.
not sure if we want to mess with that,
This
people.
creature has been here feeding off of this for decades, if not centuries,
Mm.
increasing its power basically directly eating at the source.
So by now in this conversation, do we all have gathered slowly towards Klaatu?
Hope so. I said it.
You want to escape with magic? I see your plan.
Oh crap.
To which
Yes.
Martino says in the mind link, didn't want to do this. And he starts unbuttoning his shirt.
Okay.
What?
Takes out his harp and says, but we can give you pleasures beyond what you have ever experienced.
Oh.
Is that
my.
right, Klaatu?
Sacrificing.
Jaws drop.
Last resort.
Sure. We are very proficient in different things. Why are you messing around? I was done with this stuff. No, I'm.
Martino rolls a natural 20 in the persuasion.
Nice.
Holy shit.
I joined
He's
him.
going to fuck that thing.
Oh god.
The creature is stunned for a moment and says, I have not mated in millennia, but you seem too small. How could you ever hope to give me something of value?
Mira says on the mind link. You can make yourself bigger, right? I mean,
Don't transform myself into a big ape, yeah.
and make yourself bigger, right?
I could
I mean-
also.
I mean, normally I tell you to be careful about your relationships, but this seems like a very important situation that we so we don't die.
Now that I could help with my sexuality, now that is okay, right? But all the other times I get screwed about that.
Well,
Martino
You
says in the
doing-
mind link, like, whatever it is that you're doing, get us out of here. I don't want to have to do this. Do you see the amount of sharp subs on this surface of this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, gather
Do
close
not
to
force
Klaatu.
me
This
to
is
do
not
this. I
happening.
will find you and murder you if you do.
No worries, we are getting out of here. Range 10 feet. Let's see. Come one step nearer.
Okay, he approaches.
Yeah. And then
The Hydra is still stunned and sort of intrigued by it. Perhaps
goodbye!
and then you disappear before it's able
And
to say anything.
black shrivels getting destroyed and then rebuilt again in the Mushroom Kingdom in front of the
Right, make
Trunk tunnel.
roll a D100.
Yeah, I have a mushroom with me, so only one would fail.
All right, so you succeed and make it to the mushroom.
Oof.
See. So,
God, I
it's a
love
giant
this
Hydra. And Atul, did she come along?
Yeah, I
Atwell came
I
along.
didn't. Yeah. She was in my 10 feet and I
I
saw
mean,
her.
unless you specifically chose to
No.
leave any creature behind.
No. I would have taken.
tempting as it is.
Okay, all right. I mean, if you wanted to murder someone, that could have been the moment for it.
Yeah.
True. But we have honor. And morals. Stupid morals.
Martino
Okay.
just lies on the ground, just falls down, completely lying, and says, "Oh, that was not something that I wanted to experience."
Holy shit, Martino.
But your plan worked. It worked. Good job.
Yeah, it worked.
I mean, I really have thought Plato was gonna do it, because of all his past experiences. But good job.
No thanks, I'm done. The last thing I did ended not so well, and I look at my shoulder, which is still kind of scarred. I'm done for a while, but that was good, actually, Martino. Didn't saw that coming. Although this is my strategy, actually. I did it with Ramon once too. Work miracles.
Very good job, Martino.
Well, now we can be certain that I think we have angered it.
Yes.
Especially the way you offered that it may eat some of us instead all of us. Brilliant move to buy us time.
Yes, it was, of course, totally planned perfectly, executed. Yes.
Yeah, you were so serious when you said it.
Yes, it was pure. It was a distraction. I hope I was communicating with Klaatu that we were going to make it out.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it in the minding. I don't know where I was.
Yeah, that was a good plan. I almost believe that you were really gonna sacrifice us.
May sacrifice others. No.
See, you really got us this time. Yeah, nice payback. Really funny.
See, yes, I can be funny as well, and I just saved all of us there. So yes,
Yeah,
Klaatu here
you
saved
did.
all of us. So we're
Oh,
I'm happy with that.
so humble.
Yeah.
But
You did also good job, Kato. You both had really good plan. Good really thought you were gonna do something, again.
Mm.
I'll tap the blade of my sunblade on his shoulder and say, just don't forget, I don't have quite the sense of humor that the others do.
You really think that I would have left you behind to be eaten by that thing?
Oh, missed. Always so serious, isn't he?
Yeah, miss, we're friends. We're friends here.
Exactly, and
I
we're
mean,
all part of our what do you call that plateau?
In a circle.
The thing of people who work together and do stuff together.
Companionship.
I forgot,
What a
Friendship.
great
but we're
team.
all part of it.
Oh, the tech group.
yeah,
Temporary Exploration Companions. Short for tech.
all part of it.
Yes, yes, of course. Ah, Martinella says, "Well, still wish that we would have at least had like a little bout with it, just to at least measure a little bit of its power."
I mean,
Ah,
I should
what a
have did
shame.
it when we was sleeping, though. I mean, we could try.
You could have teleported after, right?
Yeah, yes, that's true. I mean, it, it would be nice to
Maybe.
hit something that big, right? Something
Exactly.
We
You
should go and
again,
check the
Henry.
hole, don't you think?
It depends on how many of us were eaten by the time we got around to casting the spell.
Well, it's again. Yeah. I would have cut you out of the thing.
Well, I must admit, I appreciate your confidence.
Please, I have felled great beasts of the forest. I have killed gods. With a good
Yeah.
plan, it's perfectly possible.
You killed gods?
Well,
Well,
what they called gods. This was a big one. This was a big one.
oh man. Well, not bad. I heard Justin killed gods too, or like ambassadors of them.
Well, you think that we got this power? We found one of those pools and killed the creature that was occupying.
Is it so? Martinella, true?
Kind of, yes.
So under your castle is also such a lake?
Well, not really. Not really. Under the castle, the thing is that it was not Ramon. It was it was Ramone. Ramone summoned the castle into being, and Goro basically erupted it out of the earth. So it's not a natural flowing pool, but yes, it has some of it. Yes.
And what is it exactly?
What do you mean? What is it exactly?
Where does it come from?
It comes from the earth.
Huh.
Why do you think that God wants that? The God of the Knolls or whatever wants the land of that useless desert land. Doesn't serve any purpose.
like
I mean, yeah, it's
in
home
our
to some
place.
small creatures, but it's not like those creatures matter. They can't even properly fight the crocodilians.
Here's the quest.
So they want a pool too, perhaps in the desert is one. Well, most probably.
Can't
Probably.
we find it? Can maybe destroy it so that they'll leave our the savannah?
Why would you want to destroy it?
I
It's
mean,
power. You take it for yourself. Take it and use it.
um, do you know where it is?
Where it is probably where the creature would be. Wherever its headquarters would be is probably where they would have the the power.
This is strong power stuff. You don't want to share this with other creatures.
True.
I mean, we don't really want it, you know. We just wanna live. So maybe if it's destroyed, they'll leave our home.
It's a little late for that, dearie. I mean, come on. You actually have something that deals great power, and whatever is it has great power in it of itself. Why would you want to trade it away? There's no point in trading it away even.
What I want to do is understand it.
I understand, yes. Yeah, that's a
So
good.
then you should know where it comes from, right?
Well, it comes from the earth. Oh, you understand the plants, all of the plants and all of that stuff? I mean, I know that this guy has some speech about gods, goddess, whatever, but the what matters is it comes from the earth. It's natural stuff.
Maybe if we swim on it, maybe if we can go deep under it, but we have to find one, I guess. We can
Yeah,
always
but
investigate.
I'd much rather fight the gnolls over it than this Hydra.
I mean, we
I mean,
don't know.
the gnolls are not powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if we know how it works, maybe we know how to make it. We can get the so we can defeat the big.
But
I
aren't we
still don't
here
understand why
for?
you would not want it to. Why you would not want to use.
Well, we can decide that when we are there. And as I remember, the gnolls have a god too. It must be one of the big beasts I heard about.
Yes, well, the longer it stays there, the more powerful it's gonna get
Oh,
eventually.
Yes. So, but
these
there's
are the
also
big
another
beasts.
thing. We wanted to have the Duchess and the Queen, and now we are talking about the Savannah again.
Are you talking? But I thought you were going to do this whole thing to invade the UNTs, not to invade the suburb.
I mean, if we defeat the Knolls and get this source of power, wouldn't we? And you said it's new, right? So it wouldn't be as strong, right? Then we can get stronger and beat the UNT. I mean, it seems like a. I mean, if it's possible.
Yes,
Seems like a good step in the plan.
Possible.
Can I want to be as big as powerful as a Hydra. That's possible, right? If we go in that pool.
Oh man.
Maybe.
Possible for.
You're right, say.
Big and powerful. Big and powerful.
You have this mad glare in your eye, Miru.
Otto strong and mighty.
Well, if this is your wish.
He
You
just said that
already
the
are.
Knolls was next. So maybe we have a chance. You know, it's not like I wanna defeat it or anything, but 2 in 1.
Yeah. We can replace you with a gnoll god. Then you will be a lizard folk dragon plant god. How does that sound?
God keeps saying actually.
Again, Atul says, "What a fascinating." Go on, go on.
But still, we have
I'm
to.
just enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, we have to focus. Peeps. What do we do with this one? We just leave it here? Because
I'm not
Okria
sure.
will be back. Definitely.
I'm not sure there's an alternative.
Yeah, we can't
Well,
fight.
we should collapse it.
Can't we maybe? So this thing didn't want to work with the Lich as well, right? Can't we use it somehow to maybe get rid of him again?
Yeah, when he comes back, perhaps we can outplay them. So the Hydra was angry at Ockwill because he didn't deliver good flesh. Just the rotten, undead mushroom stuff. That didn't like it. So
Maybe if we give him something good.
I don't think it likes us now, though.
no. But still.
If we maybe we give it something really, really yummy.
Yeah, like no, the UNT she didn't like because they have alliance. That's also a problem.
Well,
No.
before we should get back, we should find something to throw in there before going in, so she's at least sated.
Yeah, definitely. A big chunk.
You did see the size of that thing, right?
Yes.
We can't carry enough meat to satisfy that thing.
I mean, if it only got rotten mushroom meat, I think it would be happy with anything else.
Yeah, think about my
Sometimes just
suggestion again.
We can,
Athel says sometimes just a taste can sate you for 1,000 years.
Yeah, it never leaves this pool, so it will only eat whatever makes the mistake of getting there. And even then, it rather talks to someone than eating it. What a lonely thing.
Well, if we find a great
Martino says, "What a lonely thing. Why don't you go there and talk with it some more if you feel sorry for it?"
I really don't understand a thing, Martino, but that's fine. I look at Atel. And then I look away.
Well, transportation is not such a problem. If we find a graveyard, I can raise a lot of workers who can carry flesh. It's more like where we get the flesh. But that's also a future problem because now we can't do anything about this hole. Except for closing it, perhaps.
Well, we could clear up the poison gas and then get the mushroom people to at least bring people who have been recently infected and drop them down the hole.
But then they don't grow. And this
If we are
place would
looking for
stagnate.
Paul says, why don't we give it perhaps one of the yuan blood? I know that my former used to boast about taste her own flesh. Perhaps we kill it, give it as an one taste treat. Plus, I am sure here that the little water guy would be happy to rid the world of such a.
Who are we speaking of? Who are we considering sacrificing?
Tell me, auntie.
You know the witchy Totita, don't you?
Tatita?
Etotia. The witchy Etotia, this is something that you would know from common knowledge, is a legend amongst the blood magicians of the yuan-ti. She is the most powerful of the blood magician, the yuan-ti. But she has gotten some renown for refusing to serve the yuan-ti's interest, refusing to serve in their army, basically. Teaching only what would be considered to be the most worthy of creatures.
Okay, and do I know where this Blood Witch is?
Make a history check. No, no. I mean, you don't really know. You know that she would probably reside in one of the big jungles inside of the Yuan-Ti Empire, in the Yuan-Ti proper. So, but not more than that.
I don't have any way of getting her here to sacrifice her, so I'm not sure how I can help.
I was afraid of the answer. Religious folk are always so. I will go down. Stay with this creature. Learn from it. Perhaps be eaten. But I am willing to try.
You're willing to be eaten.
I hope you are not offended if I see it as a more interesting adventure partner for you. Before you close it, allow me.
We can't kill it, though, right?
I am not. And I have my ways of appeal.
By the contract, Atul, you still need to reschedule with us another meeting.
That is why I am saying this before just leaving you.
So you'll be with the creature, and the meeting spot will be the church section of the Mushroom Kingdom in a day's time.
If you insist on meeting there, yes, very well. Let me just take a form that is more acceptable to these little people. It can be a little xenophobic.
I
And he
see.
transforms again into in this very gruesome display. Transforms again into this little mushroom and starts waddling towards the Melora's temple.
Ugh, it reminds me of Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ugh. Alright, what a weird experience, wasn't it?
Mm.
Big Hydra monster below. And I only managed to draw 2 vials of blood.
Only 2?
Ooh,
Damn. Yeah, 2.
inside.
Were you there when I actually drew them?
I
Come
don't
on.
know. It's a 3 anyway, so.
Yeah, like most of the times. Justin, you get the feeling he couldn't lie to you about something that is concerning numbers. He would be very precise.
Mm. Yeah, but 2 is enough, I guess. We
I
can.
mean, this is also a similar point about Mook. When a creature has lied enough, you can just accept being suspicious.
Well, but the difference is, I think Justin's lies have not been revealed because they've always been so subtle. Like making something disappear, not telling the whole truth. I think I've never been caught slipping.
Oh, yeah, you were, but not often. Not from Plato, at least. I don't know for the others.
Mist probably knows some.
I've caught him a couple times.
Mira will believe everything, whatever everybody says. So yeah.
And apparently I caught him this time too.
Yes, you did. So at least you know, like he's not lying, but there's something off about only having two.
Yes, but does it matter to to Mist?
Not a whole lot.
Well, I'll give one bottle to Oroba, and our other alchemist is you, Mist, right?
I'm an herbalist, not an alchemist.
Well then I give both bottles to Oroba.
It's probably better.
I will help you, Oroba.
Yeah,
Look,
he would do a much better job with that stuff than I would.
I'm pretty sure that it was treated a lot before it actually went into this orb.
I will have to have a
You
closer
still
look at it.
feel just the raw power of it is still quite incredible. By itself, even untreated, it could still be of enormous power and of great
Nice.
utility.
So as they huddle over these two vials, Cheston, where are we at right now? Are we at a retreat, or
What do you mean?
where did you teleport us to again, Klaatu?
Ah, yeah, that depends on where Klaatu teleports.
I teleported us here to the start of the.
Ah, okay. All right then.
Well,
Because
alright.
there's where I got the mushroom. I just think that's how it works.
Right, so I disappear around some mushrooms, sit down, and in my mind I go, now here's the peace offering because the phylactery got away, and I'll dip the canopic edge into the vial of Titan blood.
Okay. Canopic Edge readily absorbs all of it.
No, like as it starts sucking, I pull out. Do you accept my peace offering? Do you see the sense in us? Or do you want to keep up this mugging?
We accept.
As
Accept.
do I, and I plunge it back in.
And you see that it readily just sucks in as much as it can.
Half a vial is enough.
The whole blade starts glowing with this faint, instead of the usual purple, faint red color, before it subsiding and returning to normal purple.
There we have it.
Peace. But know that you are still one of us.
We are one. So keep telling us. And I stand up and walk back to the others.
That's not good.
Oh, right. Look, half the vial I'll give to Oroba as well. So I should two and a half vial.
Oh, so you
Oh.
found some extra.
Oh yeah, I thought I slipped and wasted it, but it seems like some of that still in there.
That's good.
It's odd. Normally you know everything. Well, I guess we are all human.
I just kind of raised my eyebrow at him.
I'll give him like an excuse of a fake smile, like, all's well. All
Wanna check it out?
Yeah, I'll watch you guys do your magic. Maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah, I've just set up in a laboratory. So we can do it the proper way.
Okay, what exactly are you guys seeking to do with this?
Like study it, getting
In a
the
way,
essence of it.
maybe first the way it can be used, basically. Like, can it be diluted? Can it be used as a catalyst? I don't know, all this stuff.
Yeah, does it have an innate spell?
can I put it in my bombs? Or
You can put it in your bombs. It can serve as a catalyst for sure. It can serve as a means of activating magic and of transforming blood magic into normal magic, like arcane magic, and arcane magic into blood magic. And this can for sure increase significantly the power of anything that you would want to do. You can put it in a bomb, yes, and it would increase its power. That would be the best way of describing it.
So it would affect the power of any element of any spell
Yes.
type.
Yes, because it would need to be channeled in the right way, but it serves the purpose of enhancing the power of it. So it would be like, just as the other one is equivalent to a gem worth a lot of gold, even these little vials would be equivalent to a gem perhaps worth like 100 gold pieces. So it would carry that sort of catalyzing power.
So imagine, guys, what would you use? What would happen if you use that on this new method of this tattooing that you do?
that would greatly enhance it for sure.
So instead of doing a mind-involving spell that would probably reach everyone on the world, how about you focus on just maybe enhancing one person at a time?
It can also be used to directly change one's form, one species even into another, if it is properly done. It would be difficult to get it properly done, but it would be possible.
If
For
you have the
example,
correct
if
blood
Oroba
as well, or
Oroba could even choose to stop being a gnome.
oh shit.
Yeah, and what would happen if they would use I don't know, Shield of Faith and use that blood to inscribe Shield of Faith on us? Do we have Shield of Faith for like 6 months
It
active
could
on
be
us?
possible. It could be possible, yes.
Mm.
But it would depend
Oof.
on how much you would want to use, how much you would how do I say it? How much you would actually then use, and how well your spell cast that sort of process would go, basically. Because it would not necessarily be an easy process for you to do. It would be possible for you to even try. Basically, this thing served to transform the Hydra from perhaps maybe just a small lizard into that thing.
No, that's something. So what if we were to inscribe it onto Miru? Make her big.
Well, you
Philip
could
doesn't know this.
definitely
If we
Okay,
use
like
there's a growth spell or something like that, right?
The enlarge spell.
Enlarge,
Enlarge
yeah,
reduce.
that's true. That's true.
enlarge, reduce.
You could use it to make her even bigger. Yes.
Could also maybe use it
And
to
then
empower my healing spells.
I guess so.
unkillable. Makes us unkillable.
It would not be the. It would be permanent depending on how exactly you would want to use it as well. Because if you would want to use it to make a tattoo, for example, then yes, it could actually be a permanent source of power that you would attach to yourself.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it connected? Because we also have the pearls from Oxyphon's garden, right? Is it like a similar power, or is it like something completely different? Are they connected in any way?
Is very different from the pearls in Uxafon's garden.
Huh.
The pearls come from a process of transforming natural, more like druidic energy, more like concentrated druidic energy or druidic power. And this is concentrated blood magic, blood power. Even if they could do the same effect on, for example, if druidic spells, they are fundamentally different in their essence.
But both are very powerful.
Yes, but it also means that you could actually use both of them for one single spell, for one single thing.
We can connect them in some way.
Yes, but this is the point where you will have to be the ones being creative about that.
Maybe that's a way to kill the Hydra as well.
I mean, if you make a fireball with the gem, that could kill the Hydra.
With a gem plus pearl plus, maybe we go look for something else. Even more.
Whoa.
Oh, damn. So we need to set up shop. Like, for real, like, we shouldn't just whiff it on these stations that we set up on our travels. We should get into a proper forge for that.
For real, you want to kill the Hydra with that stuff? I don't think that this will be so easy.
Well, no, I don't want to kill the Hydra with that stuff. For now, I don't care about the Hydra. We got what we wanted from it, at least a bit.
Maybe we can get more if we sacrifice something to it.
We do know there's another place with that kind of pool, right? There's different places.
Well, I'd rather pick it up with the Gnolls.
Probably with all the gods of the animal creatures. Animal folk.
Well, the thing is, it is a new conflict. I don't know if we want to get into another conflict just now.
Well, I would like to focus on the things we have right now. But if you wish, you know me.
Maybe we could get control of the gnomes somehow. I mean, they're not the most intelligent folks, right?
No, not really.
That's true.
Using the right spell with this potent blood could maybe decide a war.
You mean like
Yeah.
last suggestion then? And then. Yeah.
Well, I think it will be somewhere around 10th level. So how many people can you mass suggest on a 10th level?
It's more like a duration thing. If I do it at 9th, I would get a year and a day. So I get like 10th. More powerful than any magician? I don't know. I never heard about that stuff. Could be forever, perhaps.
Crazy.
Or a decade. I don't know. Hard to grasp.
For the record, out of character, 10th level spells are considered divine magic.
Oh shit.
Oui.
Mist, make a religion check. Okay. With a 21, you would know from your encounters with Melora that indeed 10th level spells would be considered divine magic and are restricted to the gods. To use something of that power would immediately get the attention of the gods to you. Attention and potential anger.
Oh, I think.
Potential anger. I mean, it depends on how you would use it, but basically you're using magic that is of the power of God.
Using magic that power is considered divine, and doing so would probably get the attention of some deities.
Ooh.
I mean,
So should we rather wield it into items?
Um,
I think
I
that would
mean,
probably be best.
yeah, we have enough to do with
So,
one goddess.
do you think you'd be able to shape it, both of you?
maybe
Well,
for it,
I guess
like,
we can transform it into something and
I'm just thinking right now. Like, no.
just needs another form.
or maybe if you can put it on something, like be a part of it.
If it's blood magic, perhaps we can form it with other magic and give it a new form, like a pearl or so. If we concentrate and
I could maybe try to distill it, and then we can put it in a gem similar to the one we already have.
or like this.
Maybe it will not be as powerful as his ones, but
Well, have a look at this, and I pull out the melded, wielded tongs of mine that are the form of fire sword, and I show them the linings. So what I did was I carved connections for the magic to flow through to, at the right moment when it connects, and I put in a bullet, and I press down on the fire tongs, and it flares up for a moment, and it forces the tongs open, and I press against it again, and it forces them open, like little explosions, and then I take the bullet out, and you can see that the linings have been etched into the bullet. If I were to make this lining on an item and you manage to fit this battery into the connecting part, then maybe we're able to power the items that way and grant them abilities, as I can maybe, with the help of Klaatu, inscribe these lines in a way to interpret spells.
I guess this is possible. I can do this.
Well, does that sound like a good idea?
We should at least try, of course.
If I were to manage to find a way to make a connecting bit to the form, and I'm thinking of a sphere-like form, but not a round. Well, round would be best, but smaller. Then we should be able to just attach and detach it from our weapons. So we could share the effects,
Hmm.
right? And we could go and implement different effects on our weapons.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, I was spacing out the possibilities. Yeah, we should try it. I was thinking about the staff also, but
Yeah, of course.
that is also possible. No,
Yeah,
we do your stuff first. Let me
I
write
go.
some rules. Let me
I
prepare.
go and start to draft stuff in the notebook. So, do you get what I'm trying to do, Mateusz?
Yeah. I would need like more extensive plans, like more defined plans on what exactly you would want to do. But yes,
Well,
I understand the general principle of it.
let's break it down first so that there's no misunderstandings. I'm trying to make USB ports for our weapons, and
but
they
not.
will
Yeah,
not only that, but when connected, they will power different spell runes depending on how good we do, maybe even more than one.
Yes, it's possible. It's possible. Uh, it would also depend on the weapon itself, but it would definitely be possible to do something like that. Yes.
Well, if Klaatu and Oroba manage to break down this power and channel it into like marble size,
but how
Yeah.
much? Like, you want one marble for one vial?
No. That the density and stuff it's all up to you. If you manage to like the orb that we have that could power a 10th level spell, I want to break it down to permanently on weapons like power 5 or 4th level spells. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So,
I would do
for
the same.
example, you put the marble into the shield of Miru, and she gets to automatically, with a bonus action or whatever, activate Shield of Faith on herself.
Yeah.
Or cast it at 4th level, even selecting more than one target. I don't know. That's up to Mateusz.
But how would you like? You would
Yes, I
inscribe.
understand. I understand the gist of it, but it would need to be attached in a way that would be very difficult to unattach. So making it like a USB thing where you could transfer it between people would be hard.
Yeah, the idea is that the marbles, I don't know if they can even make them or how many they can make them. So at least we get to share it. And if they are marbles, then it's pretty easy to hold them. I carve some parts of the weapons out, and then I'll make a washing what do you call them? Raccoon trap for the marble. It's 4 claws that
Yes, but
easily let them put you in, but if you want to get them out, you press somewhere to release them, the claws, and then it falls out. And it doesn't have to be big. It's basically the function of how you pick up trash.
yeah,
And then the pearl powers it from there, and then you have some kind of inscription on the weapons that does the magic.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a masterwork project, don't get me wrong. If we manage to pull this off, that's mastercraft.
It sounds like you're trying to do materia from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. That was my understanding too.
What? I stole this idea?
Or
Where
ordnance
from?
from Heroes of the Sky.
Damn it. So I don't know the game.
You've never played Final Fantasy VII?
Nope. I've never played any Final Fantasy except Kingdom Hearts, if you want to count that.
Not really.
No.
And Final Fantasy Tactics, but only the fights, not the story.
Final Fantasy Tactics was pretty awesome. But, off topic, sorry.
no problem, no problem. Right. It would be possible. You would be creating legendary type of items and items that, if you would be using this in public, would immediately attract the attention of anyone who can sense magic.
Yeah,
So
of
the
course.
mere fact that you would have something like this would attract people to you, not necessarily only to attack you, but definitely to take that power for themselves.
Well, this is drawing.
That's me. That's how I imagine it, like a capsule putting in the weapon, then fusing it with it.
Ah, yeah. Nice drawing. I think it's not going to be on the blade necessarily, but more on the hilt, since this is a section that I can carve in.
Mhm.
On a bow, it would be the hilt also. On a staff, it would be the end of the staff.
Yeah.
Any other? In the bomb, I don't know how to do the bombs, to be honest.
Just put it in the formula.
Put it in the rocket launcher.
Yeah, I can do it with the rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I can also make some bombs out of the stuff, I guess.
I think this
But
will deplete it fast.
Yes, but if you make bombs out of the stuff, they're gonna be much more powerful.
if I just
But
use half the
they-
vial, maybe for 2 bombs,
Well, how many of us are there?
I think that
Yes.
is much too much.
1,
like
2,
I
3,
have
4, 5.
to have some more experience. Like, for example, Jazz said he wants it to be like level 5 spells, right? So I'd have to look how much I have to dilute or
No,
concentrate
I'm
it.
sorry. This was the reference because the orb can do it. But the goal for you is to make, or for you and Klaatu is to make 5 marbles.
Out of the
That's-
2.5 vials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
But
guess.
we try with smaller doses as at first. Before we making like Armageddon bombs.
Let's see, and I go out and put my jewels on the table, my gems.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be necessarily try to use the same material, obsidian. Like, I'll
Does it
take
have
lots.
to be a gem to hold the power, or can it be metal or?
Well, so far the gems have been more capable of conducting magic energy. You know, you can do it on metal and stuff. My pistol is, my pepper box is living proof, but that was a hard process, and lives had to be sacrificed for that to happen. Otherwise, you can't really conduct, it seems.
Oh,
So what if you build a metal canister and put a gem on top so it can conduct out there?
But then you had magic to gem, which is good, and then gem to metal, which is still not good connectivity. It doesn't help. What helps is the soul of a living being that empowers the magic so that it actually does conduct to the metal and carves itself into it.
Well, that was the process that Donato used, but it's not
Yeah.
necessarily the only process.
Well, but that's Justin's reference.
Yeah.
And when we did it before, when we did the gauntlet, we used our own magic power to do so. And it's not as strong,
well,
while still being
it's
strong.
pretty good. I guess we can't do it without souls. We don't need to sacrifice.
Yeah, but still we need to be able to make this liquid into solids to channel it without depleting it.
Yeah, how about we doing some test drafts with the half watt? We starting with
I mean, making a
low.
liquid into solid is shouldn't be that hard actually.
I'm actually not sure if we should start right now in this shabby midway of a mushroom cave.
No, of course not.
I think we should find a proper laboratory for that and set our standards high.
We could go to the mushroom temple, boys.
Still moist,
Martino
still cave.
says, why don't we return to the castle? It should be
Oh,
good
goddamn.
enough of an opportunity. It should be easy there at least to help.
Well, we need our own place.
Yeah,
Then we
man.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Do you
Klaatu.
trust these people here? Do you trust these people here to have your best interest at heart?
More than
Seems
I
that they're a
do.
bit
More
too
than I trust
subservient
you.
They seem to be too subservient to think for themselves. How can someone like that help you?
Perfect.
I trust
Well.
them more than I trust you and your ilk.
My ill kept you alive.
Yeah,
2 encounters so far.
Yeah.
the back
I
and
would be
bone of
more
our
grateful
operation.
if I were you.
It wasn't so much that you were keeping me alive. It was in your best interest to keep me alive.
I would have escaped any time that I wanted to.
Oh, I'm not arguing that.
I warn you against being so ungrateful.
Oh, I'm not ungrateful. I do appreciate the healing and the magic that you use to aid us. But I think you
Then do
need to
not
be
look at
a
us
bit
and
grateful
treat
as well.
us as our ill.
Oh, come on,
Do
Martino. You
not
did.
look at us in such a manner.
Alright, stop it, stop it, stop it. You did try to throw Orba into the zombies. You did try to feed us to the Hydra. You opened a portal and you were too much of a coward to go through. So, come on. You did save the day in between your instruments were working and you weren't repairing them. But that doesn't mean that we owe you something. You came along of your own voluntary will, and this is all part of the experience. And we're not going to go back to enjoy the facilities and for you to get some comfort. No, it's an adventure still.
Fine. I may have been hasty in my speech, but I want an apology.
No. There's not going to be an apology for what's just. I mean,
I
you
want
did
an
not
apology from
You did not apologize to Oriba, and you did not apologize to me. And come on.
I apologized with my healing.
No, and he apologized with his patience.
No, I need an apology.
Childish, my friend.
It may be.
Are you willing to even
But
accept that?
he has been disrespectful of our help, and he has been ungrateful.
Okay.
When was I disrespectful of your help?
Oh, okay, miss. Don't just fuel
now,
this.
saying that you would trust these subservient cultists more than our ilk. You
Mhm.
speak of enormous contempt you have towards various people. I might even believe that you have some racist tendencies considering how you talk of the Yuan team.
Well, he's right about that.
And you still act high and mighty because you worship the goddess of the earth or whatever. Don't think that you are superior.
I am far from superior.
Good, and accept that you are inferior and apologize.
How did you flip it into him being inferior?
You just said
He
it.
said he was not superior.
Doesn't make someone inferior. I think we should just leave it here, Martino. And actually, how about a celebration song from you because we made it out alive? If there's one thing that we love you to be around for, it's your great music.
Make a persuasion check.
Is it 21?
He says, all right. I suppose it's beneath me to engage in this manner of reductive and
Petty.
it doesn't help me to do this then.
Oh no, I said pretty. Don't worry. Just go along. 1, 2, 3.
He starts playing a song, in this case a song of rest, helping you all rest up and healing more and basically helping you go to sleep.
I will walk away and go to the temple and pray. Pray to Melora and try to get over my anger right now. Try not to give in to my temptations to slice that man from stem to crotch, or crown to crotch.
Maybe. Angry mist. Mist is boiling.
Okay.
Such a lovely guy. So good at music.
So I guess
There is an enormous amount of pride that he has whilst playing this song, and And he genuinely seems quite happy to be playing this song. And it actually angers him to get into the fights with the rest. But that may be his only redeeming quality.
Maybe.
You actually find yourselves getting the though naturally he helps you all with falling asleep, you find yourselves actually getting more tired than perhaps you actually were before.
Thanks. He's sucking life.
Myself as well?
No, because you leave.
Okay.
But it does seem like you get a bit just generally tired as he is playing the song. He himself seems to get tired a little bit as well.
Hmm. Well, now that I notice, is he sucking life out of us or so? Arcana
To
29.
make a Constitution saving.
Oh, okay. Let's see, he missed is not there, so -3. 16.
Right. You actually find that he's putting you all to sleep. That right before you say anything, you fall asleep.
Oh. Oh, that fucker.
Oraba, Miru, and Justin make Constitution saving throws as well.
All right,
Okay,
sorry.
Oraba
I'm
and
coming.
Justin. Justin, you would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
advantage because you generally don't actually sleep.
Constitution saving throws. Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. 26.
Okay, all right. Justin, you succeed, and you don't actually fall asleep. Miru, you do, and Oraba.
Hasn't rolled yet.
Okay, all right. But you do feel, Justin, that there is some magic that he is causing. He's actually his song of rest does include as well a song of sleep.
Oh, yeah, I look at him. Why do you also cast a sleeping spell?
It was only to help people fall asleep.
Alright, you know you can't fuck with me, you know that, so be truthful right away, or this will be a conflict you will not enjoy. Do you want to leave? Do you not want anyone to notice?
Very well, Justin. I was going to do this in a way that wasn't going to hurt you, but I suggest you give me the little orb that you have taken from Okwil.
I'm going to use my cantrip Mind Sliver on who's already fallen asleep.
Miru.
Miru, Klaatu, and Oraba.
Alright, I'm going to use the Mind Sliver on Miru.
Okay.
So she takes.
He is going to counterspell.
Oh,
and
he notices.
he notices, he counterspells, and he casts silence.
Oh boy.
Says,
Alright.
No. You see him like just wave his fingers around. No. Even Martinella is actually nowhere to be seen. And he just attacks you.
Whoa.
Alright, should we actually stop here?
Yeah, can we stop here?
Yes. Well, yes.
That's
Stop
a
here.
nice
Everyone.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess we'll stop at this cliffhanger as Martino just attacks you to take the orb. Justin is
Martino
the one with the orb,
attacks me.
right?
That fucker, yeah.
Um,
I guess it when they were suggesting to go back in the castle. And no. No.
Yeah. These fuckers. Now they're acting up. In
So
the
tempting.
prospect of power. Even Martino, that limp fucker. Damn. Alright, I have to go as well.
Wait, was
By the
he
way, are
egging
we
me on? Was he trying to get me to attack him?
Maybe.
are we still level 14 though? Just
Yes.
confirming.
Yes.
You will level up after this whole encounter. Basically, whatever way this is resolved, with Martino actually taking it or Martino being defeated, basically he is gonna go all out to try to steal the thing, and after that you will level up.
You guys
Okay,
need
after
to get
that.
me back there. I promise you, he will not live if I get back there.
God damn.
He has got me pissed off.
That fucker, and you're gone. He's trying to bug me. Uh,
Yeah, he
Alright.
was trying to get you to leave. He
When are
was
we-
pissing you off to get you to leave.
fucker. When are we going to play again next week?
Monday again.
17th?
Monday is good for me.
I can't next week, but you can play without me.
Alright, so you'll be fast asleep due to a spell.
We need your wizardly spells.
I know. I'm in Bielefeld on vacation with friends.
Who needs vacation?
Yeah.
Alright, just so I can play on the 17th, on the 19th, and 20th. Just write me in the chat later. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Hopefully you too, Riza. But no
Hopefully.
Yeah,
pressure,
Liza,
no
it was
pressure.
great to,
Only if
to
the
see
baby
you
was
again.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Right, bye.
Bye. See you
Bye,
guys.
everyone. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye then, Mist.
Have a good one.
Yeah.